Yeah, don't worry about it just yet. I think we should be here.
Also, copyright issues, music in the background, not gonna work.
I already fucking
where do you fucking think this is gonna go?
If we distribute this on social media, somebody could flag us for copyright. It happened.
Why
Case
would
in-
that be
case
the
in point.
first thing you say when we're
Case
live
in-
on a podcast?
Oh, we're live now.
So, everybody, sue us.
When you're ready, start the podcast over.
It's starting now. Just fucking go.
All right.
I'm
Well,
not fucking starting over because you're a dumbass.
all right. Well, welcome to the official first launch of this
brand new.
podcast.
Really?
Yeah, tough.
What? We still don't have a name for this podcast. That's the thing. Also, we should try with the lampshade off. It's still kind of dark.
Yeah, turning the lamp off would probably be a good idea.
Off? No, I said on.
Taking the lampshade off.
Take the lamp.
Oh no, I say leave that on.
Leave it on. Yeah, turn it
Okay,
on.
turn it back on. Yeah.
Oh, you mean the lampshade itself?
Yeah. Take it off because does it come off easily? No, don't worry about
It's
it.
fine. We're already taking way
Yeah.
too much of it.
So, I'm still kind of waiting. We're live.
So what was it?
You're just
Perfectmilf.com.
Um,
You met
Jane
Cassandra.
Jane
no, what was-
Seymour,
No, Cassandra.
Cassandra Peterson. I met her. She's Elvira, Mistress of the Night. She was in town, and when I was working at the coffee shop, I'm not gonna say the name. She's in town for a show. She's doing a show at the casino. She comes in the store, and I'm working the counter at the coffee shop. This is more than a couple years ago, and I was like, Cassandra Peterson.
And this was after your television stint with.
Go see Encounters.
Copyright.
I don't give a shit about that. If you Google Go See Encounters hospital
No, we've
ghosts,
seen your helmet head.
no, you. The first thing that comes up is my picture on
I
Google.
told him it looked like he picked that shit that day.
That's exactly.
But he
what I think.
didn't though. That's the crazy.
Yeah, I know.
thing.
That was just natural. It was like
The
fucking-
we call those wire brushes.
This thing is a fucking.
But yeah, I did meet Cassandra Peterson.
Who else have you met that was famous?
I met. Well, it's a good question.
I never knew she actually did erotic films, didn't she? Like
She
kind of
did-
softcore.
No, well-
but no
No.
penetration.
She was never. She did like.
No,
nude
not
photo
porn, but
things,
she did. She's nude model.
No, I saw it on Instagram the other day. Elvira,
Oh,
Mistress of the
okay.
Night.
I don't know about softcore porn.
No, she was in a flick that she had like her chest was wide open. It was in a doctor's office. It's pretty silly actually. But this guy he was like scalpel please, and he hit her breast and like then
With
her,
the
like,
with the
shirt-
scalpel?
No, he was like scalpel please. And
Oh,
he
with his
accidentally-
hand. See, I know she's done nude modeling back in the 70s.
Yeah, she was definitely right around then. Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Is that going? Who else have I met that's famous? I met Honky Tonk Man from WWF. I met another one, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, who you had a beer with. That's two wrestlers I met.
What's her name? Cassandra.
Cassandra Peterson. Beautiful woman. Met her, got a kiss from her, talked to her for a bit. I have pictures with her.
This was from
Best one I've ever met, man. I'm trying to think who else I've met.
These are fucking great.
I'm trying to think.
Or maybe
I met.
Oh, yeah, dollar store
I
too.
have a legit selfie stick somewhere.
Who have you met
Here,
this?
promote these things.
Mobile phone stand. If you have a mobile phone and you need to stand, there you go.
Right now, it's working for one of my camcorders.
Oh, we just lost. Sorry, folks. Just had a casualty here. We just lost a poster. We have a cat here. Don't attack me, please.
You may or may not.
I know. That's what I'm worried about. Who have you met that's famous?
Like that's.
Nobody
that's right.
really. I don't really like meeting people in general.
We're
But
about
I passed the.
John, since
guitar
you're on
player
there,
for-
John. We're about to die. We're about to die. Camera.
Oh, that, not that.
Yeah.
That's.
Sorry, John. Go ahead. You've met think if we would have met.
Shook the hands of the Gojira guitar player.
Ooh,
That was pretty cool.
that's cool. I shook the hand of Barney from Napalm Death, lead
Yeah.
singer. Yeah, I met him after the show. I didn't tell you that, John. I don't think. I met the lead singer of Napalm Death, and I congratulated him on an amazing show and shook his hand. Napalm Death, hands down, probably one of the best death metal shows I've ever been to. Still did not meet Rush. Love to. Cassandra Peterson, probably the best. I know I've met more famous people. I'm having a blackout moment here. I can't think. What you, Blois? Yeah,
I got a couple stories.
we'll be.
Let me get
John's kind of setting up some other cameras here to kind of.
moving.
You can hear him kind of in the background. Yeah, I've met some really cool people, man. Not even just really. I met a guy who was a higher up at IGN Gaming. IGN is one of most massive gaming channels and websites. I met him.
So it's really funny on
Ooh,
that
Jonathan
thing-
Torrens. I met Jonathan Torrens. He gave a speech in my class.
I went to the same high school as Jonathan.
Really?
Not the
So
same
old you
time.
were.
what the fuck was I supposed to say? Yeah, so I guess like
Okay, now where's my
they're predicting in the States that Twitch might be a new sport.
It's e-gaming.
That you can
It's e-gaming.
watch people play games. I
Yeah.
don't think it's going to be right behind soccer.
You already can.
Like it's
called
like
e-gaming.
No, it's a multi-billion-dollar. No, I know you can. That's why I said Twitch.
Mhm.
So they're predicting that it's like multi-billion dollars that like sports owners want to pick it up
Mhm.
to then own. You know, Dan McIsaac playing Dark Souls.
Mhm.
So if
And
you're
having
if you're
20
really
million
good and
people
you can,
watch
like,
him.
beat people, you just get
Mhm.
sponsors and sponsors.
Well, that's just it. Yeah,
Yeah,
they see
it's
it as
a-
a cash cow, basically. But it's
It's
so
huge.
it's very weird to think that watching somebody play video games is now going to be constituted as a sport,
Mhm.
which is kind of silly too. It's
People
almost
want to
like
watch it.
I guilty as charged. I like watching streaming video games.
oh, there's definitely definitely an audience for it.
Mhm.
Mighty Mouse from UFC, that's his big thing. Like that's where he's extremely popular in the video game world,
Mhm.
and yeah, he's like the best fighter in the world. But he doesn't have a lot of like fans as compared to other people.
Mhm. There are some famous gamers out there that go on and stream live Twitch. Twitch is something I want to get into because I can play. I just picked up the latest Doom. I've been playing that online, so I want to stream that.
Ladies and gentlemen, go watch Dan's Twitch channel.
If I get it. Actually, little self promotion. Midnight Game Room. Check it out. Maybe get it back off the ground when I get back into it.
Well, now you're back in the city to do that too.
Oh, absolutely. Famous people. You have some stories.
Oh, okay. I once got stuck in fucking music stop. I needed to buy a pair of strings. My mother was waiting outside. It was
Mm.
traffic time. She didn't want to be there. And fucking Lawrence Gowan and
Hmm.
fucking that Bruce Guthrow fuckhead
Oh, yeah.
were in my way.
I love Gowan's
And they
music.
were talking to somebody, I think.
Oh,
I
fucking
believe it was them anyways.
We talk.
The other time, I went to, it was a Somersault or Snow Jam, whatever the one Swollen members played.
Snow
I saw
Jam.
that, so I think it's Snow Jam. I
So-
didn't see Somersault.
I was at Somersault. Amazing show. Hands down.
At the end of the concert, everything's done. Me and Melissa are walking down the sidewalk, and there's a big fence there blocking, all the trailers and all that stuff for everybody.
Mm.
And
Sorry,
just
so
walking
this is
along,
Snow Jam?
whatever one Swollen members was at.
Mm.
That's why I said that to get
We
over
just
it.
said that
So
one
I
minute
kept
ago.
walking, and a dude is on the other side of the fence, runs up, pops his head over, and
Mm.
I'm like right there, and I look at him.
Mm.
And I'm like, what the fuck? He looks at me, he goes, here, hold this for a sec.
Mm.
Hands me a bottle of fucking vodka, half gone,
Mm.
right? Jumps over. It's Prevail from Swollen Members.
Huh.
So, and then he takes a bottle back. He's like, thanks, man. Like, no problem. And I started to walk off again because I didn't really know, I wasn't a fan or anything. It was just kinda cool. Anyways, Madchild runs right to the fence too, and he's popping his head over. And so he's just like, what are you doing, man? He's like, I'm getting away from that chick, man. She's fucking stalking us. And I was just
They were
like,
running. They were both running from a girl.
yeah, and Mad Chow's just like, security's got her, it's fine, just come back over. And so he goes to get back over. The security guard on our side sees this dude trying to jump back over the fence, and he's like, no, you can't do that. And then you hear the other security guard on the other side going, no, help him over. And yeah, that was my.
And you saw this whole fucking
memories.
thing go down.
I held the booze for him while
That's
he jumped the
hilarious.
fence.
That's hilarious.
Greg
Yeah.
Tomey comes into the NSLC.
Greg
I've seen
Toomey?
seen him twice in there.
Greg Toomey?
Yeah.
Nice.
Who's
This
that?
hour, this
I
hour
heard
is
the
22
name.
minutes.
This hour is 20 minutes. He was
okay.
original.
Old, yeah, he's not on it anymore.
Oh, I met Sean Majumder in the
did
same in the Clyde Street NSLC. I met Sean Majumder. Speaking of 22 minutes, awesome guy. He was picking up wine. I didn't
Yeah,
fangirl.
Greg, I kind of fan mobbed on Greg. I was like, dude, you were fucking hilarious on that show. He's like, oh, thanks, man. That means a lot to me.
That's
Just
awesome.
wearing a cabbie hat and a big long trench coat.
I wonder what he's doing these days.
I don't think he does much.
I used to work for a company that managed him, Sean.
Really? That's
Like, who used to broker him.
really what company?
Limelight.
Cool. And yeah, I, to my knowledge, I think he's still living in the city. He's still on 22 minutes, so I assume.
I doubt he lives in Halifax.
No,
He
we,
does
I think
not. He lives in LA. And he commutes back and forth.
Well, they film it in Toronto, 22.
there
And
was.
they have people on location
He
like,
lives
oh,
in
we need to do
States.
a stupid
Wait, what did that
Halifax
change?
show.
We used to be here.
When probably Mercer left.
Oh, Christ, I didn't know that.
So wait, was Mercer doing that here now?
No.
I thought he was doing it in Toronto.
They used to do it all the time in Halifax.
The Rick Mercer report is in
When
Toronto.
we actually had stages and CBC actually wanted local television to thrive.
Yeah.
I thought 22 minutes was still filmed here.
No,
That's crazy.
no, not at
I
all.
don't even watch it that much anymore.
But I mean, honestly, a
They
lot of
only
it is
send
on
to the
location.
tax credits.
Yeah.
well, we really got.
I was talking about that with Pete and Sarah last night about how like since the tax thing happened with the movie industry, that takes down some of the music industry too.
Yep.
Like they help work with each other. So when we were already like 2016 or whatever it was going to be a big year for movies. Like there's going to be a lot coming, and then they took that away and it just dumped.
Mm-hmm.
And if the movies would have came, more people would have came, our music scene would have thrived better.
Yep.
You can put music in movies locally. People do that, so you have people
We got
looking
fucked.
for it. We just got reamed. Everybody did.
Mhm. We got-
Mostly the movie people, but their success helps us.
The movie industry as a whole really took a dive after the cut, and unfortunately, that took a lot of fucking jobs from a lot of my friends who were in the industry. Man, it really pounded a lot of people, and a lot of people just ended up moving to Toronto, and so yeah, I mean, I actually always kind of wanted to be an actor at some point, but now I want to be a voice actor, and I might have a voiceover gig coming up, which is really cool, and everything. I'm just glad I'm fucking back. Oh, speaking of films and local, I was working for the hospital, and as a porter at the VG at the time, and I was working early morning shift, probably about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I walked into a closed door in the hallway, which is usually open.
Tape.
Anyways,
Tape.
I walk in,
Me as well, please. Thank
and
you.
it's a movie set in the hospital. It's like, holy shit, there's
Okay.
cameras everywhere, lights, cords everywhere. It's like, can I go through? Here's my badge. I showed him my badge. Yeah, go
Show
ahead.
your balls.
No, just the badge, because you know.
Okay. It's a hospital, right? You
Yeah,
never
well,
know.
can you take a look at this for me? Sir, I only film. Lucy Lawless was filming on that floor. Xena, Princess
Oh, yeah,
Warrior
no.
Princess. This is Lucy Lawless, another gorgeous, childhood.
It's like,
Oh yes, to me,
Remember that weird show Lex?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh.
they filmed at Citadel Hill before. Like there's one of their episodes.
She was cute too, the girl in
The
that.
columns and shit that people aren't allowed to go into.
Oh, I met Jerry D.
Huh.
He's funny. I think
He is
he's
funny.
really fucking funny.
Why
Speaking
are
of
we having an episode about name dropping?
We're just talking
it's
about
open topic, man. If you notice Blois getting up in different increments of the video, there's a timer.
than everybody else.
Well, you're on the outside too, so we were talking about this earlier.
just to let you know, when that does that, you'll see up in the corner of the live feed there,
timer.
the timer will start to count down. When you see that, you just go to the actual picture taken button, and you only do its half button.
Oh, it's a half button.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a half button. That's just a yeah, okay, still alive. Like stay awake.
It'll pop up in the top left. It'll be a countdown
Yeah.
until. We were talking about this earlier at the when we were at John's house. Best show seen live, and your worst show you've seen live.
Oh
Music.
yeah.
Band.
Best show was Tool.
Tool?
Hands down.
Hmm.
Just the whole setup of the videos syncing up with the music, the three-story videos.
Did they play the videos
Videotron.
from the actual songs?
Some of them, but some of them were just actual
That
thoughtful
whole
art
visual-
pieces to go to the.
That
To
whole
the music.
visual
Mhm.
experience, the visual and audio experience is one. Tool
Yeah.
is not like just
Mm.
a music group; it's an art.
Mm-hmm.
It's-
Honestly,
it's
the
a
worst
whole
show I've
thing.
probably seen was Ozzy when he came here.
Yeah, I can say that too. Actually,
I love Ozzy. Ozzy's my.
Ozzy's probably one of my
Fucking king.
top favorites, man.
Oh yeah, I just, that
I'd be a
wasn't
very
the
different
best show,
person if I didn't listen to No More Tears.
For me, it was Osmosis.
Randy Castillo.
Yeah, God rest his soul. Ozzy for me that really turned my crank originally.
I mean, big shows. Like I've seen shitty bar shows that I can't even.
Well, yeah, no,
count
I'm
on-
talking
count on
about.
my fingers and
Yeah, me
toes
too.
that-
Yeah.
I'm talking
I've
about like
seen, but-
I saw a really bad AC/DC cover band one time in Halifax, and I wanted to
I
leave.
seen a really good
Easy
AC/DC
stuff.
cover
Some
band in
people get serious
Halifax.
that are in
Oh yeah, right.
I've
They
seen-
weren't from Halifax, so.
Yeah, was that on the waterfront?
Oh, Christ, where was it?
We don't wanna-
Can't remember. Anyways,
talk-
I'm not going to
don't
slander
talk shit
anybody.
about
Yeah,
locals.
no, I'm not going to slander. And
These
they
weren't
weren't.
local.
They
They
weren't
weren't
from.
local.
They
They
weren't
weren't local,
from
what I'm thinking of.
Halifax. I don't
No.
even remember where the hell they
Despite
were.
the ones that I know were from Europe, and they were. I
Mm.
thought they were great.
Europe?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you meant.
they were like
the,
one of the
the-
top 12 cover bands
Mm.
in the world, and they threw out like AC/DC dollars and
Mm.
stuff at it, like just like
Oh,
they were
cool.
in
The money
AC/DC.
talks.
Yeah,
Money
Yeah.
talks.
and I have
Mm.
some of those still on my fucking photo album.
Mm.
I have still some of the
That was a
Tool
great
Tool
show.
confetti.
Yeah, I. gotta
Oh.
find-
Tool shot
gotta find
confetti.
that.
Of course he did.
It was still
Like
cool,
from the-
though. It
from
was
the
red and
rafters?
white. It wasn't all fucking colorful or anything like Prince. It'd be
No, but it
just-
said Tool 2017 and Tool
Hmm.
letters on it. That's where I got this shirt. Of.
Sweet. I miss my old white Tool shirt.
I wish you still had the wrench dick.
I don't know what happened to it. It was my first shirt. I
And
had.
gave you my fucking Soylent Green shirt, which you lost too.
I didn't take that. I only took your COC shirt.
because it didn't fit me.
I don't remember that. I don't remember it even.
My Lamb of God shirt.
I still have that if you want that back, by the way.
How does that even fit you?
I have your Thy
Was
Flesh
it
I'm not that-
baby doll. Well, it didn't even fit me.
It fits me perfectly, I think.
Oh, cool. Keep it.
Um,
That was a good tour, actually. That was a fucking awesome tour. Mastodon in 2006, Slayer 2006,
Mhm.
Children of Bodom.
Bodom was great,
Mastodon
man.
was the heaviest fucking band at that point. Like
Mhm.
I
loud.
didn't like. They didn't sound that good
Mastodon here.
here.
Yeah, no, sonically no.
with Priest?
But
Yeah, Priest was.
I
awesome.
thought
Priest was
honestly, a lot of people said it, and I thought Mastodon was fucking.
I thought they were
super
great.
tight, and I thought they were really.
They didn't
good.
play enough original
Stop
classic shit to
slapping
me.
your hand.
Sorry, I was doing this earlier.
I
pissing John
know.
off.
I know.
What was I gonna say? Oh, when Kalma played here, one of the best melodic death metal bands you'd ever listen to. I was front row center. John was there. Were you there for that show? I don't. It was at Custis. I don't think you were there.
It doesn't ring a bell.
No.
No, John, I don't think.
No,
you're
you
right.
weren't. Long story short, I was front row center. I shared a beer with the lead singer. I loved this band since probably high school. I shared a beer with him. He took my beer, legit, took my beer out of my hand, the singer, Pekka, drank it, and gave it back to me. And I was like, at this point, he's like, do I drink it? He just took my beer and drank a sip out of it.
Should have kept it. And
I should have
mounted it.
kept it.
Jesus Christ.
I got a poster from them, and I went to shake his hand.
I got you that poster.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
So
I still have it. But hold on. I went to shake his hand. He opens my clenched fist. I don't know why it's clenched at the time. No, he closed. How did it go? Anyways, he opens my hand, puts his pick in my hand.
Now you got one of his picks.
Yup. He puts it in my hand, and he closes my hand for me. I'm not kidding.
That's
I'm not kidding.
I never
And-
knew that.
Yes, front row center.
know
He
you
patted
had
me on the head a few times
It
too.
was just a blank
Wow.
pick.
good fan.
No, yeah, it was an orange one with a logo. I fanboyed so hard that
So,
day, man.
Nashville Pussy at the Attic.
I got kicked at one of the shows.
A friend of ours,
Was the attic actually?
a friend of ours was right front row center, and So one of the girls from Nashville, Kelsey,
The blonde curly hair
took-
one?
I can't remember which one it was. Took a big swig of Jack Daniels and spit it in our friend's mouth. It was a girl.
It was definitely what's her name?
Yeah,
Blonde.
I don't think it was the curly hair chick.
No, it was.
No?
Yeah, she's raw.
But yeah, and that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen at a concert. was
That
at the
would be
Attic.
amazing.
The Attic was. I miss those shows.
I miss the Attic
Those-
so much,
those were
man.
nice shows.
I miss the Attic too. I only saw a handful of shows there, but
I saw
there's a
Nashville-
real resurgence in the scene at that point. Like the scene, like growing up and going to Pavilion every month, every other month, whatever the case may be,
Well, that's where we
and
saw.
then being groomed to like the Attic and Stage 9. Gus is obviously as well. Actually,
Speakeasy.
Speakeasy too.
God rest their souls.
So-
Jimmy,
That'd be cool.
Chris's, your
Legion.
guys' old roommate, James.
Faulkner? No.
No, fucking drummer, salad drummer.
Oh, Jamie.
Jamie, yeah,
Mm.
James, yeah. Posted a couple tickets from the Cafe Au Lait the other day and had a whole bunch like System Hit.
Mm-hmm. System hit, yeah.
That
was before our-
Chits were on there.
Probably
and,
with the Monoxides or something
It was
like that.
Thursday
or-
Toads
Mhm.
and Salad was on there.
Salad is our older brother's old band.
He had a band called
Salad, yep. I'll have to get some information for you on that one.
I think I got the vinyl over there. No, not the Thursday, not Salad.
Salad?
Thursday Toads.
SALID. They wanted to be.
Worst band name ever.
I think it was cool. It was inventive.
No.
They were like
I'm in agreement with John.
it wasn't my fucking band.
For once.
Okay, nobody can fucking go on at me about Piss Loaded. I didn't cop my band fucking Salad.
Yeah, Piss Loaded is better than Salad. Piss Loaded actually says something. If you go to a Piss Loaded show, you're like, this is probably gonna sound like shit.
You're in for
Or
a
we're
good
just getting
fucking
drunk.
time.
Yeah,
If you go to
you're in
Piss
for a good
Loaded.
time.
I'm
Either
pissed
way.
off that we didn't get it off the ground when we reinvented it, man. Like, we had some ideas flicking around and it just didn't come to fruition.
We're still jamming.
What do you do? Yeah, you guys are going and doing it, but
I'm not.
I bounced back, man. I went to school and
On one of these podcasts, can I shave your beard,
sure.
please?
Hmm.
Can
if
do
we
that
actu-
now.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Gotta cut
No.
those hairs,
Yes.
man.
It's vote, right?
Like
we have
you've
to
got
vote
you've got the
everything.
V here. You should be using this. Like all this.
Yeah.
Trim that shit.
I've been meaning to.
No.
Next time you can do it.
The V, like you mean just tell him to keep the shit that I used to keep?
Yeah, this
No,
thing.
no, I don't think you should do that.
But his hair's like it's a box, so if he has some angles in there, it makes it look good.
Mm.
Not that you don't look good.
He used to look better.
Why does just like keep like a beard length like John or I kind of do?
Yeah, I've been. I'd
Mine's
be
getting a
actually.
little scraggly.
Well, I'm
right
gonna
now.
I'm gonna shave it before Monday when I start my new job. So I gotta
Yeah,
get a
that's
hair.
great.
I gotta get a haircut tomorrow.
Are you in the warehouse or are you in
Yeah.
the
Warehouse. Adam, who's gonna be, he's one of my best friends and one of my go-tos, one of my higher ups, or I guess you can say. He mentioned to me the other day. He called me, saying basically, I'm not gonna make a big story of this. Basically, I might be doing narration for their how to make wine videos. I'll be the voice of Noble Grape.
Should you be
Nope.
saying that?
Yeah, I don't know.
This isn't going anywhere, boys.
But
This
no,
is-
just say would you be? Should you be? That's why I bring this up because I'm gonna fucking do this live. Like you know what I mean.
Well, I won't go into too far deep in
But
detail
should
with this.
like
but
you know. I'd wait
I
till
don't
you have the job
yeah,
and then see what.
right now
what
it's
you're
just a
allowed to
maybe, so I don't know where we're gonna go. with
No,
that.
dude. Honestly, a lot of those things happen pretty quick, John. Whereas, local establishments, for an instance, a bar or a Noble Grape, the people that do their social media have no fucking clue
Mm.
of what to do.
You're right.
And then like a guy I play with that sings in my band, in my rock band, has started doing the photos for his establishment, and it's gone tenfold from where it was before. And if you have a guy like Dan that actually has
Access.
and can do it and edit it too, it's
I
like,
can-
yeah,
I can-
fuck yeah, please take this away from us and you do it, please.
I
You know,
can.
If it's just a social media thing, like
If anybody needs audio editing, I'm your guy because I can do it from home now.
I wouldn't say that.
Can we come back?
I wouldn't say.
We still have audio. Going.
We're coming back,
the
people.
audio is still on.
We have.
You don't have to yell.
We
you don't need to tell people because
This is a good time to get a beer. Well, this is going right to my social media.
So at that point, I was going to mention this to you.
I didn't see the countdown though.
No, sorry. You just hit the live view button. Just
Where's
the
that?
LV.
Is that the same? Oh, the LB. Yeah.
So you just hit that to just again. That's the other way to wake it up, and that's the way to.
You can't have that on your phone, eh? I thought your phone was synced up to that.
It's different. Like it's not actually as what's the word? Practical as you would assume it could be. Like I can't really take photos from my phone. You
But
still
to
need to
just
buy
wake
those.
it up, though.
You still need to buy those fucking remotes for it, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, to say like hold shutter times and exposures and shit like that. Like they still force you to buy those when they should just make it an app you have to buy with it.
Yeah, really though, like package it in.
Like yeah, like just have some kind of thing, like you know, just so you don't have to go to bother making the shit that you don't need it to.
Are we still live?
You stop asking that.
I need to know if
Are we live?
I would.
We're live.
Well, here's my.
We can edit this later and have
Here's
the
my
three
crotch.
angles.
That'd be cool.
This right here too, yeah.
What are we talking about now, Johnny?
How much of a genius I am.
I'm pretty
Can
smart.
somebody just tell me how smart I am? Yeah,
John, you're not just another pretty face, man. You're talented. You're a musician. I can't replicate what just happened off camera. Kids might be watching this. My parents might see this. It was something to do below the belt. So I'll leave it to that. Oh, waiting for John. I don't know. Do you like craft beer?
I don't care.
Well, there. Okay. Next question.
No, wait.
But, like,
no.
craft
No,
beer-
No. I have a reason why I don't care.
Okay. Do tell.
It's beer, man.
Mm.
Like, yes, there's a fucking million different beers you can find and drink and appreciate and whatever, right? But I'm not a beer
Snob.
person. Like, I would rather. Oh yeah, I got whiskey. I'd rather be drinking
No.
my whiskey. The only
No,
reason why I
we
don't. The
have
only
whiskey.
reason why I don't is because the whiskey can just take me to
Higher
a
levels.
drunker level. This one I can kind of ride out. A
See,
bit.
yeah, a
you
beer
know,
you
it's
can sip
fine.
on.
I think
and-
it sucks because this makes you piss more.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning, the fucking shits are terrible.
Mhm.
At least with whiskey, it's like water. It goes right out.
Man.
You feel like you're getting cleaned.
It's a cleansing.
Exactly.
Mm.
And, but beer's beer. Beer's fucking beer. Like, yes, there's different
Yeah,
kinds
but
of
there's
beer.
you must have had
Everybody's
like you must have
pretentious
drank a
about
beer
the
one
beer,
time. It was
oh,
like this
that's
tastes like
gross,
shit.
That's too this, that's too that. It's like, people used to be wine connoisseurs, now they're beer connoisseurs. It's the poor man's fucking wine connoisseur. And it's beer. Fine. You don't need... And I actually found, hopefully, that it's died down a bit.
What?
But the beer trend fad thing, it's
The
beer.
the craft beer
There's-
shit.
There's better things to care about than what's getting you drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Find something you like, stick with it. Where's my whiskey?
It's all in the fridge. So I guess it's the one man band show now. Waiting for John to come back. So little update what I'm doing. Just moved back from Port Hawkesbury. I'll be living in Cole Harbour for next little bit at Mom and Dad's until.
How good is that vodka
Seriously, when I walked in, I said, "Kate, are you cooking something?" I was like, and
I know.
I'm like, oh no. Please don't cry on air.
you better save that shit for me. Can't show. I don't know if we can show the label.
Well, it doesn't matter.
We can censor it in post
We don't get paid.
if you.
If you sue me,
Hmm?
it's a waste of your lawyer money.
Hmm?
Because I got nothing.
Cost me $100.
I can't afford bankruptcy. Seriously, I can't.
Save it for now. We'll do it in increments during the show. Oh, that'll give you a rice aroni on your testicles.
Cockles of the heart.
Okay, we're back. And we've been talking about getting this off the ground for quite a while. So this is going to be experimental. Is this shit going to work? Is this shit going to tank completely?
And nobody's gonna know about any of this till afterwards.
Well, no, we'll fix.
Nobody's watching us.
And Kate is always a bother. She needs something. No, I'm just kidding. I love it, Kate. Actually, Kate was awesome in an interview we had, and that's another topic for another discussion.
Yeah, I know. Can you pass me my box? That's it. That's all.
You just had your hand on her box on camera.
Oh God.
This says pornography.
Just gonna have to sign some paperwork.
Pornography. I was just stating the obvious. You guys are perverts.
I was at a pornography store. I was buying pornography. This place Moe's. Favorite Simpsons episode, boys. Favorite classic.
Actually, we're knee deep in season 5 of Simpsons right now.
One
Going
of the
through
best
all
seasons.
all the shit.
I
We
haven't
watched season.
Bart just had
watched
the
Simpsons.
elephant there.
Yep. What would an episode that comes to mind? Classic. It always makes you laugh.
Or mine's just so like, if you ask me that question, and like the one thing that pops in my mind, which is not one of my favorite episodes, but it's a great episode, is the steamed hams. But it's so much in my social media, it's driven into my head that that's all that I can remember very quickly. But then I think of episodes like fucking Whacking Day. And,
Oh my God! Yeah. Barry
like
White.
that we were watching the other, right? Like they actually had the guest voices.
Barry
voices
White.
on.
Barry White. I love this sexy slither of a female snake.
Yeah.
Oh baby.
And Lisa plays the bass and like
Flips the
right?
speakers on the ground. The best one of my favorite episodes is the crossover with the critic Jay Sherman
That was
Yep.
good.
with
That's
the
next
with
season.
the
We're
movie
waiting
the
for that.
movie festival.
These are low
So
plays.
good. Yeah. Oh my God. The burping contest at the kitchen table. Very nice, Homer. So good. Yeah, I fell off the wagon for Simpsons
Yeah, I did too.
pretty
It
quickly,
just-
man. It's all now a cash grab. It doesn't. They now have all kinds of.
I don't know if
They
I
have
would say
fa-
that because
they have
actually I haven't
smartphones
watched
now.
it. Some of the episodes and things, honestly, man, they have fucking shit ton of clips on YouTube. That that's what I watch. I just watch a couple of clips of shit I haven't seen. They had ones with them in the future. Maggie's like a famous singer. You still don't hear her talk.
That's been the longest running gag of the show. I
There's
think.
just like some reason why they just make her not talk.
But even that one, remember when they went to the future in that fortune telling?
Yes, yeah, that was a great
those
episode.
ones.
Yeah,
They kind of
yeah.
rehash some shit, but it is kind of interesting because you do kind of now want to see what they're going to be like in the
Yeah.
future.
Well, they never age.
Burning
It's like
his flag. Throw some mulch on it.
that was a great episode. We went to a strip club. I went to a strip club. Oh no, what was the joke? We had a bachelor party. I had a bachelor party. We went to a strip club. Oh my God. It's so good to be back, boys. You have no idea what isolation. You have no idea. Just being away. You can't even go outside. I wonder what John's doing. I wonder what fucking Dave Burns is doing. And then Port Oxford is like, I really wonder what Dave Burns is doing. Like, we need to hang out and shit, man. Like,
He's gotten his shit really together.
He has.
In
He
the
has-
sense of like his fine grind studios is fucking 10 out of 10. Like
He goes
$30,000.
100%.
Like
he's making a lot of good money, man. He came in and visited me the other day on his way back home and just gave us the update.
when he was up in Cape Breton.
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
Popped in
How
just
was
for like
that?
great. He was only in for maybe half hour. He was on his way back home and just gave us an update what he's doing. And he's working for the rigs, not the rigs, the Irving ships down there, and he has a shit together. Got an amazing studio. I've been there before. I want to go there again, and now we can. Yeah, man, it's just good to be fucking back in the city.
Told you, man.
Yeah, it must be.
Well, I went up for the work, boys. But I mean,
Halifax
told
is
you.
a sleepy town too.
It
I can
is.
only imagine what fucking
I'm
Port
glad you didn't
Oxford
go to
is
Woodstock either. That would have sucked.
well, yeah, we came to a decision on that one.
I fucking came to a decision for you on that one. Dude, man, that would have just been the stupidest.
You're gonna see a lot of this, folks. Can we turn that off?
No.
That feature?
No.
To 2018, and we can't turn off a camera's feature to automatically shut down and save battery power.
It's an
What do you do?
economy thing.
What do you do? I know. I get it.
It's because that thing can film forever. So I have also a camcorder filming us at a different angle.
Why don't we have that as the main
And the phone.
camera? By the way, I forget what you said.
That's quality's better.
Really better than a. Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Camcorders are dated, man. This is
That's the
more
thing.
now.
Well,
yeah. This
yeah.
is just a handy cam. This is shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
But this is something that
That's
I can
like
take
POV.
anywhere.
I was gonna say, where'd you even get it? You can take that anywhere.
I can take that anywhere. That
That's
fucking cost me a lot.
$200. That's $1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can take it anywhere. You can, you know.
No, I didn't do it. I'm here. I'm taking it places, and I got that. I got my phone on too.
Right.
But so a DSLR can only record up to half an hour, and it is
We're
just
past that now.
and it is just we're not recording onto that. It's using its lens. That's why it's better because this has a good lens. It sees a good picture, so that's what it's.
But it is
grasping.
recording to you.
This has a shitty lens. That's fucking phone camera.
Phone cameras are good.
They are good. They're great. But so a
1080p.
DSLR.
Yep.
So you can get a good lens, good picture. This is going to give us the best picture overall. But
I gotta fart.
its limit is half an hour
Mike.
because there are camcorders. Just because there are camcorders. All right. I was learning this, right?
No, we're
Nobody's
sorry.
Fucking seriously listening to you talk.
Thank you. Fucking, I've been putting up with this all fucking day. I'm talking like Jeremy Hotz right now. I don't know, man. Life fucking sucks. He's coming back to Halifax. by the
Yeah,
way.
I love
and I'm
him.
just kidding, by the way. I love you, man.
No, it's good.
That's it. You're fired. Both of
Really
us.
wish
Get out of my house.
that I didn't wear socks like this. I had no fucking idea. I'm embarrassed.
I think one thing we're missing
Me
from
too.
the podcast is having a host too.
That's where I come in.
Like if you think of like Joe Rogan, he's not always asking the questions, but there's like
You don't always need a
having
host for a
3 or
podcast,
2
though.
people. It kind of gets convoluted.
There's, I believe that there's going to be.
Because like
This is
I can't even
something-
see you right now. It's like
This
you
is
know,
just an awkward angle, right?
Yeah.
But this is the angle you're gonna want though, is a shot down at a table.
It's
Maybe
gonna,
what we should do is have the camera by the doorway.
We're gonna be able. I tried that. You're gonna get all that. But I just. This
We
is,
could do a different angle where I'm on the other side of the table and have the mic standing straight
Well,
up.
then it's just the back of your
All I
head.
wanted to do.
No,
Well, then I guess
no,
then you
no,
have
no.
different Views.
I
Have
want to
it-
have a table, and we just sit around the table,
Not all podcasts.
not sitting
need-
like sitting in chairs around the table.
No.
So
but
like,
not all
in some
podcasts need a
spot.
host. Like
It's not
Joe
about
Rogan.
having a host either. This is the secret, and this is what I've learned.
We're all the
about-
hosts.
When
I
you're
think the
watching,
secret's
when
the
you're
host.
watching comedians talk, they give each other time to speak because you know
Yeah,
they're
and
gonna
that's what
come
we're
up with
missing
something funny.
right now. Yeah,
It's-
you gotta
it's-
let the other person get that thought out.
and
when-
don't interrupt people.
And when Blois talks about his camera for 5 fucking minutes,
I'm not talking about my camera. I'm talking about economics and how ridiculous it is.
See-
that the only reason
see-
is because theirs are built to take a long time. Those are built to take a short time.
See,
how
the
I brought
dynamic,
that back?
the dynamic works though of interrupting
See, if
and,
you
and
just
chiming
play that
in.
video on
If you-
Instagram, that'll be the best of the night right there.
We need to get this,
Timestamp that. Can we take a look
that
at
is
when that
at
happened?
that is at 45 minutes 10 seconds.
Just hover over the actual.
Our levels are we? Can we hear shit?
Here. This is backwards.
No. Oh wait, yeah, 39 minutes.
Okay.
So remember 38 somehow. How can we remember the number 38?
Because you just said it 3 times.
Yeah, that's a good
Write it
idea,
down.
John. That's great.
This pen's right there, right down.
Remember when Marge said that thing to Bart? It's
Like,
the city is a
That was- sorry,
part,
that was
the
Yoda.
city is a part of us all. A part of
Part of
us
us all,
all.
a part of us all.
You say it 3 times, you'll remember.
38.
That's how I remembered that. If you repeat things 3 times.
Remember repeating Bloody Mary's name in a darkened bathroom?
I
So-
still
in the
won't
mirror.
do that.
You repeat her name in the mirror, and she's supposed to appear in the mirror. Remember that?
So
I remember that in elementary school. It scared the shit out of
the
us. I
first
never.
place that I ever lived in Halifax, we had a little party. My roommate never.
Your
did
first
it
place you
before.
ever you ever
My
rented?
roommate- My roommate never did it before, and me and my friends, or me and one of my friends, were just like, okay, I'm gonna go hide in the shower.
Mm.
And they were talking about it earlier, right? And I said, I'll go hide in the shower, and they're gonna go in and do the Bloody Mary thing.
Mm.
So, all right, cool. And I even had the shower a little open,
Mm.
so it doesn't look like somebody was trying to hide behind it. So I was just like there, right behind the curtain. They do.
You were behind the curtain?
Yeah, they close. They turn off the lights. It's just dark, and I'm hearing them talk. She's like, "Oh, I'm so scared, so scared, so scared." And they do the Bloody Mary 3 times, and I just like the second, the third one went. I went through the fucking thing. My friend jumped, screamed, ran.
Because he was in the fucking dark, man.
She.
Anybody would shit. She. Wow. And then you were never friends after that.
No, still good. Very good. Yeah.
Fuck, that would have been hilarious.
You can't, dude. It
How loud is the scream?
was loud. She was scared. It was hilarious.
It scared the shit out of me, man. I hate the dark.
Oh, me too.
Working at the hospital ruins
Oh
me
man, if
for the
somebody
dark.
did that to me, I
dark.
probably would have punched them. But
Probably. That's
if there's really ghosts, you just can't punch a ghost. How do you defeat a ghost? That's the question.
call
If
ghosts.
ghosts are real, how do you defeat?
You don't defeat ghosts. Ghosts only exist because they didn't accomplish something in their life.
Ghosts don't exist.
Dude, I was on a show.
That's not proof.
Google it. Ghostly encounters. I don't know, man.
Ghostly encounters never show a fucking ghost. Oh, the lens didn't pick it up.
No. That's
I'm
all,
not,
it's
I'm not
it's
saying that there's not
reenactments.
energy
It's
within the world that
reenactments,
gets.
though.
just,
I
you know,
saw a fucking
no, you
woman's
fucking
face in a
didn't,
window
man. Go
at
fuck yourself.
3 a.m. because it was pitch black outside, and I saw a fucking reflection
It
of
was
a
your
woman.
fucking own face.
Nope, she had
dude.
long black hair. She had she smiled at me. I turned around in the hallway, not a fucking soul to be seen. I ran to my office when I worked at the hospital. That's what got me the gig on Ghostly Encounters. Dude, I swear to God I saw something.
So we're in what? The window you said?
Yes, it was
The
pitch
window of
black.
What?
The window of a hall
No,
at
it's
the end
not
of a
pitch-
hallway.
It's not pitch black in a fucking hospital. First
Wait,
of
wait,
all.
It's
wait.
3 a.m. or 2 a.m. in the morning, and it's
Could it have been another person?
there was nobody behind me. I was the
He
only
already
one.
said he
So
ran
you
away
saw the reflection.
Okay,
of himself.
so no.
and he's saying black hair. There's obviously black behind you in a black
Okay,
hallway.
I'll put it
You're
down.
probably smiling.
No, I'll put it down for you.
Hey man, I look pretty good. Oh my god.
I'll put it in perspective for you. That's hilarious. I was walking down the hallway in the hospital, probably 2 or 3 a.m. I was working a back shift. Not a soul to be seen.
Dude,
I was-
it doesn't matter.
I was
man.
coming back from another part of the hospital, and at the end of the hallway is a giant window. And it was out to a courtyard in the hospital, at the infirmary. And I look up. I have papers in my hands. I was doing a delivery of some sort from one of the wards. Anyways, I look up for a second, and I see the reflection of a woman standing behind me. So I was like, okay, who is that? Turn around. I'm the only one there. So I was like, my heart started to race. I turned white as a ghost, pun intended, and I booked it right back to the office where the office was. Man, I swear to God, to this day, I saw some sort of, paranormal apparition, for lack of a better word.
That sounds like an acid flashback.
At least you know there is some a little weight there because you said you saw them behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't say you saw it in the window or floating outside the window.
I saw the
I
reflection.
still don't believe you, but
Hey man, there's video evidence of a recreation online. That's cool, but an actor portrayed me, dude. An actor portrayed me on the show.
He was a lot better looking, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Also, they got the angle wrong of the window. In the episode, the window was off to the
you
side.
can't do that because of mirrors.
I
And
know,
windows
I know.
And reflections and shit. But here you go. Look at you.
becoming more
Look at you go. That's good. Yeah.
They got the angle of the window wrong. They put the window to the side of me when it was actually supposed to be. The window was in front of me, so they fucked that up. Anyways, I got money for it. And the green room treatment. You know, they got
So-
free water, food.
All right, I got a story. My mom. Okay, it's my mom's story. My mom's seeing ghosts. So
I would like to talk to her about it.
We lived on Northwood Terrace. That's where I grew up.
Where's that for all our listeners or viewers? I don't
North End, Halifax.
know. Okay.
And
Older house, I assume.
yeah, so we lived top floor flat. Now she said one time when I was a kid that she woke up to the lights in the hallway being flicked on and
Mhm.
off, and she said she thought it was me doing it. When she got up and got to the hallway, it stopped. She went and looked in my bedroom, and I was asleep.
Huh. And you were the only other person there.
Yeah,
Pretty date.
her boyfriend, who was probably asleep as well. but,
Mhm.
You know.
Is it during the night?
Yeah. So another time she said that her and her boyfriend were watching TV, and you could see our hallway, like our main, like where the door is there. Come in for like, you know, where you put all your shoes. And
Mhm.
she said she saw a pair of shoes.
They both of them said they saw it.
Hmm.
Who is this?
My mom and her boyfriend at the time.
They saw shoes?
and she still
Shuffling down the
says it.
hallway?
She still fucking says it.
Weird.
Now, also, one time, she said nobody smoked in the house, but she was watching TV again and seeing like this like cloud of smoke just
Mhm.
decided to like form.
That's a ghost,
and go
man.
and disappear.
That's not smoke. That's a ghost.
Now, I grew up in this house. I never had.
This is gonna be an episode. It's gonna be
experience.
great.
Mm-hmm.
I had never had an
I'm already loving it.
experience, but but she still to this day maintains she has seen the ghosts. And
But you have never seen anything in that house.
No, I have never seen anything that I could not explain.
Here's the story. Me and a friend of ours that we know mutually, we're at another friend that we all know mutually. We were staying overnight, and it was on Barrington Street, and it was a house that was on the Ghost Walk of Halifax.
I want to go on that.
It's supposed to be cool. Apparently,
It's
my
cool. Those long corridors in the Citadel Hill, man.
I
are
want to
fucking
see
great.
those. I want to see
I
those.
want to
so
film
bad.
a video in there.
Yeah,
You would
me
see
too.
some shit.
I will film that video.
Anyways, he lived in a house that was on the Ghost Walk, and apparently, the house, it's a historical house, Barrington Street. Somebody hung themselves out the window. Hung themselves out of the window of one
Thanks
of
for
the.
elaborating. I didn't understand what you were on.
So they hung themselves.
They hung themselves out
With-
the
with-
window with a rope or whatever it was.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
follow
okay.
me?
On Barrington Street.
On Barrington
like a
Street.
noose?
Noose, yeah, the
Noose?
whole thing out the window. Apparently,
In Halifax.
Halifax,
Okay.
not Dartmouth, not
No,
Sackville.
not Dartmouth. No.
It was out
Not
the window.
George's Island.
No, it wasn't McNabb's either. Actually, George's McNabb's are haunted as shit. That's
Well,
another
that's what all
story.
hangings
That's
actually. fucking
yeah,
were.
exactly.
Like if you're gonna have some evil shit,
That is.
like evil mantra, like fuck your ghosts.
Mhm.
Like,
No, there's an
you
evil.
kill
There's an evil
people,
power.
Shit just gets left over, but
I think.
Fuck you.
I think it's. That's a great. Just to
you
elaborate.
said you've seen ghosts in Mum and Dad's house too.
Yeah, I thought I saw the ghost of Angus, our family pet.
No,
growing up.
you said
No, I-
you saw an apparition of a woman in our house before when I was like
Really?
17 or something.
Really?
or
You
20.
did?
I don't remember
you
that.
did.
He said it.
I know, that's what I mean. Like I can't believe you when you say that you've seen a ghost.
Believe me, this story.
You're
Anyways,
probably
we were.
drunk with Jordan Byers that day.
God.
This isn't going anywhere. This is a dry run.
No, the story is me and our friends were staying over at our friend's place. Anyways, the lights were on
What
in
are you talking about right now?
the ghost that we heard.
Where?
It was on Barrington Street. It was Higgins' place. Anyways, we heard shuffling.
Dude, Higgins lives across from a fucking cemetery, man. You're reading into a story.
No, the story of the ghost walk says that a woman hung herself, and me, Chris and Candace, heard shuffling on the carpet, like like somebody walking across. I turned to Candace on the couch. I was on the other couch. Like, did you hear that? And she nodded, yep. So talked. I'll get it. I'll get it from her, man. She heard it too, man. So, and yeah, no, I believe in some sort of, not much of an afterlife, but I don't know, man. I've just seen too much shit that I can't explain. And talk to any nurse that I worked
Why
with.
can't you explain it though? You shouldn't. You have to be able to explain it.
There are people that try to do it, man. Some people believe that people.
No, like if
Or
I
how
literally saw a ghost, dude, I'd be writing fucking books.
Of course,
Yeah,
you would.
but everybody. That's the problem because everybody. Like,
But that's the thing. That's why they're all fucking liars.
Say just okay. Just as
Sorry,
just,
they're not
just
all
as just to
liars.
say,
There are some weird,
yeah,
unexplainable
this is just to say,
instances in the
if we
universe.
had for a proven fact, no, that there's ghosts are impossible. So we know this is proven scientifically.
Mm.
If somebody says they see a ghost, they're a crazy person. So
Think of it from a spiritual
but we live in a gray area because there's a lot of people who believe, a lot of people who don't. So when we don't know that there's no ghosts because
Yes,
that's something that we
yes,
can't
we
prove.
do.
We can't really prove it.
There
but
might
honestly,
be weird
it makes more
energy
sense.
feelings in a house that you get, but there's no
But to me, I don't
visualization.
think there is ghosts. I really don't. I'm like, because I do believe scientifically it makes more sense for it not to be true. But
So do
it
you-
doesn't mean it's not.
You gonna rip us with a ghost story right now?
I already did.
Have you never
No,
seen anything
okay.
that you can't
Do you have a
explain?
ghost story? Do you? Do you want
What?
to join in on the
Come on in.
conversation?
I don't want to sit in
She
this
hates
room.
being videotaped.
You want to sit in what?
I don't want to sit in this room.
Do you want to
I
talk
just
then?
got-
It can
Yeah,
hear you.
like, I've seen ghosts, like,
Fuck.
it was
Where?
Wait, you said you what?
I said I've seen a ghost
Where?
in an old, what would have used to been a PMQ, but is now apartment buildings in Dartmouth.
Hmm?
You're good.
Hmm.
Okay. No, like
PMQs
old-
oh, in Wallace
like,
Heights?
So like no, the ones that are off of Pleasant Street, those brick buildings.
Oh
in
yes. Yep. Yep.
Woodside,
Yep. Yep.
They all used to be PMQs, so
Right.
like marital quarters for military. And I was coming home one night, and I was walking in, and their stairwells are in the middle of the building, and it's glass windows all the way up, so you can see in the stairwell. And I was walking in, and I saw like this guy standing in the stairwell on the second story, and just standing there, and it was really weird. And something seemed off about it, so I took a step back and looked for him, and he was gone. But I know for sure that I saw him.
Mhm.
Like, because I noted his clothes, I knew what he was wearing, so I described what he was wearing to my mom when I was talking to her later on, and she went off and she found this photograph of old military uniforms for if they worked in manufacturing, and it was like exactly to the letter what I had described to her.
So he was in military uniform.
He would have been in like work garb
Yeah.
before working in a factory, like a naval factory, the type of factory that her dad worked in. So
Mhm.
she knew exactly what I was describing as soon as I described it to her, but I'd never seen the photograph or any of like, I've barely seen any
Mhm.
photographs of my granddad. Like I have no idea what they were,
Really?
but knew it for a minute, for an instant. And those buildings used to be PMQs, and then they were just sold off and given to apartment buildings.
Are they still there?
Which ones?
They're off Pleasant
They're
Street.
on Pleasant Street.
Down from my campus. The old
Yeah,
campus.
really close to the NSCC campus. It's where Craig used to live.
See, I believe wholeheartedly. If
And there
I
was
have-
just weird stuff that happened in that apartment anyway.
Mhm.
Like you could be alone in that apartment and know you were alone and know that the doors are locked and you're the only one in the house and you would hear footsteps in the
Mhm.
hallway. Like walking up and down the
Mhm.
entire length of the house
See
of
that?
the apartment.
that shit creeps the
It was
fuck out of me,
creepy.
man.
Like you'd be her room was at the end and I remember like sitting in the room and hearing footsteps like come up to the door
Mhm.
and then walk back and like fade off into the distance like they were walking back to the kitchen at the other end of the house, and you'd go out and there'd be no one there and you're the only one in the house.
I lived in a duplex like that. The first duplex I ever lived outside of home. You were there. Three guys in total living there. We all swore to God we heard footsteps from the basement wooden steps, creak, 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 creak. I swear to God I seen figures standing in the corners of the house. It was a duplex. It was an older house. Yeah, so we all swore on our mother's names that we all heard and saw shit.
The cupboards used to open and close in the kitchen.
Really?
You'd hear the cupboards bang.
Mhm.
And like,
Fuck. I
like
didn't
she
even
had
see
cats,
Countdown that time either.
but it would happen when like the cats were all with you.
Mhm.
So the animals are all with you. Everything that's living in the house is with you. And you're hearing like someone
The
like
countdown was there.
banging the
Not
cupboards.
there.
in the
Notice.
kitchen.
No, it's filming with
Yeah,
Like
no, I
bang-
wholeheartedly
like,
believe.
like opening them and just letting them drop.
Mhm.
That kind of a sound.
Weird.
It's fucking weird. It's the weirdest house I've ever stayed in.
See, this
Or
is the
apartment I've
thing
ever
with
stayed in.
me is I've never had.
And you
anything
trust my
weird that I
judgment,
can't
right? Like-
explain. And
I
well,
trust,
there's people that I
Dan's
trust.
judgment too, but I just
My mom's judgment, I trust hers.
And up until that
I
point,
haven't
I
seen
honestly felt like
Aliens,
you
but I
guys.
know
Like
they're
I've
out
never
there,
seen
like-
anything,
See,
so I don't really know if I
but
believe
don't
it. And then
judge
I
you on
saw
it.
that, and
I also
like
believe
seeing
that
him in
shit,
the
so.
stairway was the creepiest thing. Like I had to be pep talked to go into the stairway. I did not want to go
No,
in. I
how
had
old were
this
you?
terrible feeling. I was like, no, I don't want to go up the stairs. Like I don't want to go
Really?
upstairs. Like
Okay, so I was in a haunted house up in Niagara Falls, and it was one of the scariest things I ever did in my life. Cause like I get freaked out by horror movies like that shit. The Grudge. Fucking.
It wasn't even
Because
scary.
it was shad. No, it wasn't. It was stupid. It was just. It was the
That
shadows. It was the shadows that freaked me out because when you see the shadows move, it's that fucking thing, you know. Like Freddy doesn't freak me
Who
out.
gets scared by
Because-
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
It was just the shadows. No, it was that stupid thing, and it was just like.
Actually, if
What
you
is
want
that
to see,
shadows a ghost? It just freaks me out. I got too creative of a brain. I start going everywhere.
if you want to see the original, it's is it? There's an original Japanese version of it that's actually scarier.
I heard about that.
It's supposed to be
and
way
I
scarier.
didn't watch that.
Even the Ring too. One of them is
No,
called
yeah, Ringo.
The Ring, Ringu, or whatever the
It's-
fuck it is. I think it's
well,
called Ju-on, which is the Japanese version of the Grudge. It's supposed to be 10 times scarier.
Yeah,
think
I
I've
don't
seen
watch
it.
that shit.
The
But-
scariest Japanese horror movie I ever saw was Sweet Home. It is fucking terrifying. If you guys want to really, really, it's older. It's from the 80s. But if you ever want a scare fest, it actually scared the shit out of me. It's called Sweet Home. I can't. It's too much to talk about what the premise of the movie is.
it's Japanese.
It's a
though,
Japanese-
So is it subtitled?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find the subtitle version. Me and Emily watched it because I got it onto her because it was adapted into a video game. That's why I like it. It is scary as shit. And the game actually is said to have spawned the Resident Evil series and Resident Evil style of survival horror video games.
I love Resident Evil movies.
Me too.
How many
The
do they
first one
make
was
of those
good.
now?
Yeah.
the one
Yeah, like,
after
what,
I didn't really
6?
find that.
I like
was,
I like Apocalypse.
Extinction.
They go down.
Is
I don't
Extinction any
like
good?
Extinction.
They okay.
oh, sorry.
how
I was thinking Silent
are they
Hill there for a
naming
second.
Ooh,
The
the-
first Silent Hill really good.
movies?
Second one kind of sucked.
Yeah.
The Resident Evil, so yeah, I think all of them except
They get a little weird later on in the movies.
yeah.
Like,
but
I
that
like the
game, like
original
that
ones.
PlayStation game, like when PlayStation 1 hanging out with my buddy Kyle Cleversey in fucking 1997.
Oh,
I
the
remember
original
playing
one?
that game, walking through that library and going through shit and having those liquors come at you, man. That was fucked.
Yeah.
Games don't do that anymore except
No.
Doom. The latest Doom 3.
No, it's just Doom. It went back. It's a reimagining of the original one.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. The Doom 3 is scary, but I'll retract. I'll backstep a little bit. Myself and Emily. Emily's been watching. I've been playing a series actually that's made from the original creator of Resident Evil. It's called The Evil Within. It is terrifying. It's survival horror and how it's supposed to be.
First.
I was gonna take that with me.
Where are you going?
It's on the table.
I'm gonna go out.
Stop smoking, man.
Yeah, thanks for making that puzzle.
It's on the table.
What table?
Dining room table.
And we're off.
Somewhere where that you would see it at the door.
Or literally where you left it.
No, I moved it on
Or literally where Kate moved it.
him.
Was it looking for his coat?
Yep.
Yeah. It's out front somewhere.
It's not even warm. I'm not even cold inside.
No, the weather here has been incredible, man.
So I was saying to John today, I was like, I'll gladly take another like the rest of the January. It's just rain.
Mm-hmm.
This could be way worse.
The drive up from Port Hawkesbury was incredible. It was like fall. It was like spring.
Right?
Like
I feel
warm.
Like we skipped winter and just gone right into spring.
If
so
only.
I
Well,
know
January's
that
almost
we'll get,
over.
Like,
I don't-
screwed later.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck
February
is
will
Shiver
come.
doing?
Like,
February
Hold on.
and March, we're gonna get nailed.
hold on, we got some action here. Okay, make sure you don't show that. Like we can't.
Jesus Christ, man.
Is that a chick with him?
Yeah, it's his girlfriend.
I miss old Steve-O. Drunk Steve-O. Anyways.
Fucked
Well,
up.
he's sober now. This is good. Oh, he went sober, dude.
Yeah, no, he's completely clean living right now.
That's how you. Unfortunately, I can't
he's
say
a
that.
vegetarian. He exercises.
Mhm.
He doesn't do drugs, smoke.
Doesn't do whippets anymore.
Yeah.
That was fucked.
He was
Mhm.
fucked, man.
That was
I've
fucked.
watched that documentary.
Yeah, me too.
He was.
I think
There
I
was
watched that
nothing
too.
in between his ears, man. Maybe
Hmm.
we did actually, yeah.
But man, like he's.
Was that the
he has
P?
talent? You know, whatever the fuck it is, it's a talent.
Was that the PCP made me do it video?
No, I don't think so.
It was a documentary that was along the
There's
lines.
probably a bunch, really.
Unfortunately, you can't say the same for old Bam Margera though.
Bam's
He-
doing fucking
Bam's
great. What are you
doing
great.
talking
Did he?
about?
Oh, I thought he was.
back skateboarding, man.
Dude,
Oh.
he's
Videos
fucking.
of him.
He's sober again. Like he's
Oh.
Yeah.
skateboarding
Honestly,
again.
I didn't know.
I cannot begrudge that guy on how.
I love those guys, man. They're like it's nice to see
He
full
had to go
circle,
through
man.
that
Like
shit.
yeah, fuck
Really
yeah.
had to. I
Yeah.
probably would've
Well-
done the
I
exact
find
same
that very
shit if I was
endearing
in
that
shoes.
like myself sometimes you have to go through these
'Cause
humps
he wasn't like a.
and
he
notice
wasn't
like when you
crazy.
fall like
Well,
most of that time he wasn't like crazy with like as much as other guys. Like compared
no, but I mean they all
speaking.
partied and did coke and
Yeah,
shit.
but
But
after Ryan
Novak
Dunn-
did heroin and like I'm sure Steve-O fucking probably.
And
They
after
all-
Ryan Dunn and what Bam did one
well,
time,
Ryan Dunn is
I'm
the
just
whole
glad he
reason.
became motivated. I'm just really
Well,
glad he
Ryan
became
Dunn
motivated.
died and he gained like 60 pounds.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
started
I
drinking
would've-
every
if
fucking
that would've
moment.
happened to me, I probably would have fucking drank myself half to death too.
Mm.
No man, alcohol's
He lost-
not the way.
He lost one of his
It's
best
not
friends,
the way,
man. Like,
but it
Death
it's a
happens,
coping
man. Any way it happens, like with fucking
it's
Yep.
a
Trig,
coping
like
mechanism, at least
Yeah.
for a time.
it fucks people's. You know, Bam Margera fell off because he lost one of his best friends, man.
Look at what I sent you.
So Boyce is out, probably having a little smoke break or something. It's now the John and Dan show.
I really want one.
Emily would love that.
It's awesome. It's actually.
What do they do?
It's like a cat carrier, but it's like a hammock for a cat.
Mm.
So.
but they can't get out of it though. I don't think any cat would do that.
I don't think my
Yeah,
cat
but they
would
can see.
willingly go into that.
But they can see.
Hmm.
which
So
is
it's
better.
supposed to like carry them around and if you're.
Yeah. So like if you have to take them to the vet. or
Yeah.
Whatever.
Tie him to the roof.
Put them in the trunk.
You've only had to try.
Emily locked our cat in the closet by accident a couple years ago. We were living in Dartmouth actually. He locked Bebop, our cat, in the hall closet. She locked Bebop in the hallway closet all day. So I came home from work one day, and I heard this meow meow like this loud meow. I was like, what the fuck? Anyways, I go around the house and I couldn't fucking find him. I was like, oh my god, he's in the closet.
What, on School Street?
No, it was on. We were living on Victoria across from the Commons.
Oh yeah.
So
Across from the graveyard. You
Yeah.
across from the Commons.
Oh, well, yeah, same. Saw some freaky shit there too. But yeah, I'm looking all over the fucking place. Couldn't fucking find him. I was like, where the fuck? Oh my god, he's in the closet. So I open the door. He bolts out. He was in there all fucking day. He was fine. Yeah, Emily had no. Apparently, Emily went to go get her coat to go to work, and he jumped in after, and she didn't notice and closed the fucking door.
Artemis got himself locked in cabinets when I lived in Calgary.
That cat
Kitchen-
there,
Yeah, kitchen cabinets.
locked.
Yeah, like someone shut. He went in while the door was open
Mhm.
and like went into the back, and someone didn't see him in there and shut the
Mm.
door. So shut him in the kitchen cabinets, and I have no idea how long and like keep looking for him, but can't find him anywhere. And asking people because I lived with 4 other people.
Mm.
And they're like, have you seen the cat?
Mm.
And I'm like, no. And I'm like, so weird. Like you'd occasionally hear him cry, and I could not find him anywhere.
Oh, he's just somewhere else in the house,
And
right?
I'm just like going from room to room calling for him, and I don't see him anywhere. And like I'm opening closets and things like that. But how often do you open the kitchen cabinets?
Was it in the house?
He was in the pot cabinet. Yeah, he was in the kitchen pots.
At least he was safe.
I was just like, how did you get in here? Idiot.
I have never locked the cat in a cupboard. The one
No, he got stuck.
that's hilarious.
Whatever.
Does he still get himself stuck?
No.
Mm.
He just went in. Like, I guarantee, like, my roommates are terrible for leaving crap open. Like, so doors and cabinets open. So, the cabinet would have been open. He probably went in, would have maybe took a nap, and then someone like me would have come along and shut the door.
Not knowing the cat was.
Not knowing that the cat's in the back. Because it was one of the corner cabinets. So it went back into the corner. So he could have been way far back. I mean, I'm not looking in the cabinets before I shut them.
Well, why would you? Emily went to
Right?
get her. Emily went to get her coat, go to work. I think I was already at work. Bebop slips in. Bebop slips in. Doesn't notice. Closes the door. Goes to work. Stays in the closet all fucking day.
Spends the day in the
shit.
closet.
What?
My
Beer's not here.
Can you grab me one?
my parents went away camping one weekend, and the cat got locked in the bathroom. He was claustrophobic ever since then. Yeah.
Well,
It was my black cat when I was first born.
Mm.
My black cat was named Max.
Thank you, sir.
And it was Max that got locked in the bathroom all weekend.
Mm.
It was a hurricane,
I hope that picked that up.
like a wind and rainstorm
The fart?
hit that weekend,
me too.
and the bathroom window was open and
Mm.
shut. So he would have been in the bathroom, and the bathroom, like the wind came through the bathroom window and shut the door on him. So he got himself locked in the bathroom for the remainder of the weekend. So entirely through a hurricane and like he was locked in the bathroom.
Was he okay in the end?
No, yeah, I mean he could stay hydrated at least.
Mm.
Stop.
Probably shit in the tub.
Hate small places.
Yeah, no, that's the only time I think Bebop has ever got himself stuck anywhere. I locked him in the basement by accident a couple days ago. I thought he was upstairs. I went down to do some laundry, and he comes down. He's curious. He doesn't go in the basement much. I was like, yeah, fuck it. So I saw him run up the stairs, and I go back in the laundry room, finish up what I'm doing, and I go back upstairs, shut the door, and sitting on the couch playing a video game, watching a movie or some shit with Emily. And we hear meow, 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 meow. I was like, the fuck? Because Bebop doesn't really meow unless he's hungry or wants attention. So I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He was in the basement, so it's all good. He was only in there for a couple minutes. So.
Artemis and Micah both get locked in Mom's storage closet.
Iron Army.
As soon as you open the door, they run it in. It's just like,
Bebop, he'll run to the front door when we open it, but we'll just stay. He's fucking terrified of the outside. We put him in a harness one time at one of our old spots. We put him in the harness, and he just wouldn't have it. He would try to run back in the fucking house, and just wasn't having it, man. So he's been forever an indoor cat, and will stay like that, I guess.
loved to be an outdoor cat if I'd let him.
I think all cats would love to be outdoor
Mm.
cats if you let them.
He's pretty good on a leash though.
Not many cats are.
In
Cats
fact,
hate
in
fucking
fact,
shit
the
like
last
that.
time John and I tried to take him out, he wanted to go back in. He wouldn't even come outside.
Was it gross outside?
It was like cloudy and foggy.
No,
Wasn't
but there was
raining
a dog barking beside.
yet. and it was about to rain, and it did start raining while we were out walking. So
I thought it was a dog.
it's the weather. He hates water. For someone who loves the bathroom so much.
We speaking
But
of
the
water.
dog and the water definitely wouldn't help.
No, but yeah, we're back.
We haven't left.
Well, you were in and out a couple times, and
So what, Dan? Like for you, what was one of the first rock bands that you actually ever really listened to?
Really listened to?
Full hard on. This is
Rock
something
or
I
metal?
really want to get into. No, whatever your introduction to, like.
Kiss.
Was it Kiss?
Yep.
Dynasty.
Yep. Because Chris had
yeah.
Dynasty. Dynasty is heralded as the worst Kiss album of the original lineup because it's the disco album.
So what else is on it besides Made for Loving You?
One of my favorites would be 10,000 Man. I think I'm saying that right.
Or what the fuck? 10,000 something.
Is there
I'm
anything,
your
is there any other
10
singles
no.
off of it?
Christine
Chari-
17's on it, I think.
No, I don't think.
You got a phone charger there?
Oh,
John?
Charisma, which is a good one.
Nope, not right here, John.
We're looking up the song titles. Can you look up Dynasty?
I
real
do
quick?
have a phone charger, but not one right here.
Hmm.
2000 Man.
2000 Man. What are the other ones? Look up the whole the song list. Yeah, Dynasty. Kiss Dynasty was the first rock band I really got into because Chris, our older brother, had the vinyl, and he would listen to it. I was like, wow, that sounds really fucking good. So that was actually Chris got me into a lot of good music, man, growing up. So Kiss would probably be my first hard rock band that I really got into, man.
Sure, you know something. Dirty Living.
I love Sure Know Something.
X-Ray Eyes. That was a
Yeah.
good song.
It's no Destroyer. It's no Dress to Kill, which were the earlier albums that came out. It was the last one, I believe, to feature Peter Criss on drums. I believe. Not the last one with Ace. Ace was on a couple more. If you're wondering what the noise is, they have a beaded doorway, which is really cool, really hippie, and I love it. What was the first rock band you really got into? And was it influenced by myself or your other older brother?
No, it wasn't actually until later. But like one of the first bands I really got into was Our Lady Peace.
Really?
The
Our Lady
first
Peace
band we
and
saw
Bush
live,
X.
remember?
Really?
Bush X.
And then Blue Rodeo was deep in there because Dad would always play the blues. So obviously the Fabulous Thunderbirds, Stevie Ray Vaughan was in there.
Yes.
And then I forget how it happened. I think I went to Ozzy before Sabbath.
Makes sense.
I got into No More Tears, and then I heard Paranoid, and fucking life was over.
I bought
heard
that album.
Pantera fucking a month later. All my buddies in junior high were.
I'm listening to him. He's talking.
Get in your Kate, for Christ's sakes.
He's talking about.
I know what he was talking about. I was paying attention. I just got
Hmm?
lost for a moment here.
Oh, thanks for.
No, you were because you said Fabulous Thunderbirds, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Then you said you heard Paranoid, and then
'Cause I bought
Pantera.
the
a month
album.
No,
a-
Paranoid the
Pantera.
album.
Pantera
Like
a month
fucking
after that.
Rat Salad. And
No, I understand all that. Yeah.
Actually, Paranoid's the first Paranoid's the first Black Sabbath album I ever bought, and the first Black Sabbath album that I really, really, and still truly adore to this day. Fairies Wear Boots, Rat Salad, Electric fucking Funeral,
yeah, you can't fuck with that.
no,
record.
you can't.
As good as Volume 4 is, as good as Never Say Die.
Sabotage,
Paranoid
Sabbath,
is
fucking
like-
Bloody Sabbath.
Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is also like Paranoid.
Mm.
Sabbath Bloody Sabbath.
It was more of a softer album.
Mine was Ozzy's No More Tears.
The first one you got into.
That's what introduced me to metal.
Well-
I always liked Aerosmith,
Mhm.
and I love Aerosmith. Don't get me wrong.
Like classic
like
70s
the-
Smith?
Yeah, but you know,
Like Rocks
it's Aerosmith.
and Toys in the Attic.
Yeah, the Rocks is awesome.
Hmm.
And I even love
That's
like,
the album
those
Slash.
early '90s shit.
That's the album Slash claims that got him into playing music.
Yeah.
Rocks.
Now, like I started hearing like anything after like Permanent Vacation because I was like 6 years old
Mm.
when that came out. So I just heard like Angel. And Aerosmith songs just always appealed to me.
What's
Like,
the
I
first
just
album you heard
liked them.
from
I
them?
couldn't really tell you. I don't know. But
Pump is another good one.
the album, and I was always a huge Michael Jackson fan. I always loved Michael Jackson.
Same. We had Thriller on vinyl.
I have everything on vinyl.
What's your favorite Jackson album?
Well, let me finish my story.
We're kind of going all over the place here.
You
but
are.
that's the ADD talking, my friend.
The so I always liked
We keep losing
the
signal over
live
here.
button.
Drink tier.
No, I was like Michael Jackson. Then he came out with Dangerous, right?
Kate might have a couple friends that are.
And they have,
They're more than welcome to
they
come
have
on air.
Give In to Me. And it
What are we
was
talking about?
Michael
mine.
Jackson.
My
His
introduction to rock. Which
We're gonna go into how I
went
want
through
to.
a couple internet
I want to
avenues.
petition that we shouldn't play Thriller except in October.
Somebody-
I can agree with that. That's
somebody
cool. I've heard it
requested that
enough.
on my radio show.
I know. What
Not-
the fuck is
non-
wrong with people? Like, fucking
But-
play Billie Jean Man in the Mirror when that shit when
Man
that shit
in
comes
the
on.
Mirror.
I fucking start dancing.
Yep.
I two-step
No,
to that
Man
shit,
in the Mirror
man.
still gets that.
That's my
fucking
favorite song.
heartstrings,
I
man.
love
That's
Man
my
in the
that's my favorite. I
But
had that
then
on.
You hear that?
Actually, no. When you asked me like what my first rock albums were, I had Thriller on cassette or not Thriller. Off the-
Bad.
Off
Bad.
bad,
Yeah. Bad on cassette, and I had Brian.
Dirty
Bryan
Diana,
Adams,
man.
in excess.
Dirty
And I
Diana.
had In
In
Excess.
excess. Kick.
In Excess
Oh,
was
In
in
Excess.
there too.
Yeah, you
I had
and-
Kick
Kick.
and
The
Bad.
original In excess.
Somebody I was
Why
talking
do you
to.
think I can groove on the drums,
think-
man? All I heard was bass guitar growing up. Like,
One of our friends, and I can't actually remember who it was, said to me, "It was just like we said something about NXS, and it might have been maybe one of your ex-girlfriends." And
The Michael Hutchins era.
he
man.
said she was like, "He's really
said
surprised. He likes. I don't know.
David.
It likes that. He really likes NXS." And I'm like, and she thought it was weird, or he thought it was weird. I don't remember who this was.
Stop saying he, for Christ's sake.
Z, and I.
My gay period was only like 2 months, man.
Oh, we've been going so much longer
I
than that. We
You
yeah,
just won't
but
sign
they
over
said
that
like you like
house,
NXS
so-
like it was
That
some
house.
weird fucking thing, and I was like, I love fucking NXS. NXS are
great,
awesome.
man. I love pop music, man. I love
Yeah,
pop
if it's
rock.
good, it's good.
I love 80s like
Guilty,
that's what got
guilty
me
of
into
loving,
rock.
guilty of loving Katy Perry over here.
That's how good. This is what got me into rock. Was Michael Jackson did "Give In to Me" and it has Slash on it, and I did not know Slash. I did
Yeah.
not know who this guitar. I didn't know that was Slash.
That's kind of cool.
And then I
man.
got into Guns N' Roses, right?
Yeah.
Afterwards, but I
old
still
were
did
you?
not know Slash was that guitar player.
How old were you?
It was one of my favorite songs, and I
Well,
thought the
Slash
guitars
and,
was awesome.
and Eddie Van Halen.
I'll get
right?
on that too.
on
The
Beat It. Beat It.
So I started
great
getting into
fucking
Guns N'
song.
Roses. I don't know how I got into them, but the
Appetite?
second I heard Guns N' Roses, I loved it.
What
And
was
then
the first Guns N' Roses
but-
song you heard?
I couldn't tell you. man.
Paradise.
it?
Paradise
I
City.
don't know.
Welcome to the Jungle.
It probably was.
Yeah, probably.
Because that was on
Welcome to the
everything.
garden, please.
My,
obey.
my first one was Paradise City and Axel.
Well,
in
you
those
remember-
white pants in that video.
So Guns N' Roses
big
did
stereo,
a
that was
movie called The Deadpool.
VHS from fucking Power 30.
Power 30 or the Power
that's,
Hour.
That's where my brothers,
Power Hour.
Power Hour.
Power Hour
Or,
first.
yeah, no.
It was Power Hour, then went to Power 30.
Okay, then yeah. Power
Then I
Hour,
went to
yeah,
like the
yeah.
classic rock
But sorry,
half
John.
hour shit.
You were listening to
Welcome.
Guns and
So I listened to Guns and I love them,
Mm.
and then like I was listening to Give In to Me and I love that, and then I was actually reading the liner notes of Michael Jackson's Dangerous, and it says guitarist Slash, and I ran out to
That's
my
cool.
mom, man. I had
That's
to tell
cool.
somebody. It's like Slash is a guitar player. She's like, you didn't know that?
What song?
Dangerous.
It was Give In to Me.
I don't think I'm
On
familiar with that
Dangerous.
song.
Oh, it's
but I
good.
know there's a live video of like Slash.
And
No,
he won't
him and
stop.
Slash
And he
did a
won't stop
bunch.
playing.
There was that-
So
yeah,
was-
Slash was
was-
drunk, man.
Was that
on
just
stage.
a friendly banter? I thought
Slash
Michael
was
was-
loaded.
Michael
One
was
of
yelling
them
at
was
him.
Bull.
Slash was loaded. He was
Oh,
kicking
okay.
security guards. He was just he was.
When did he get sober?
I guess he said he's been sober.
Oh, I think he's been sober since like 10 or 11.
Something like that, maybe. He wasn't
No,
sober.
him and Matt Pike from High on Fire. Like,
Mm.
I don't think Pike's sober, but he's.
No. Pike smokes.
But those guys hang out and it's like, what do you do at a bar? It's like, I piss and drink water.
Matt Pike and a bath are best friends, which I think is
Oh, yeah.
fucking
Bass
hilarious.
is fucking beautiful.
Oh
man.
my god, I would
He's
kill
the
to see him
funniest
live.
guy in the fucking
He's,
world.
and which is funny because in black metal you expect to have an
I
air
can
of.
plug your phone in from there, eh?
From where? Like where is?
There to.
Do you have a cord?
lights on.
My phone is like dead.
No, we actually.
I don't really care what happens. I just need
Oh, yeah.
battery power. I just need.
Is that still going?
If I have to make
That's
an
off.
emergency
Shit, that
call.
went off too, man.
Oh, that's probably dead too.
Mm.
We've been
How
at
we-
this for like a long time.
How do we still have power to the camera? I thought she said it was only good for a half hour.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 20 minutes. No, I put a fresh battery in it.
Oh. You can go as long as you want, man. I'm actually having a fucking fun time with this.
Still going.
Mm.
Don't stop.
I'm picking my nose.
That's great. Let's fucking make sure that's on.
I haven't, like, you know, I have a charger.
I'm live on the microphone.
As shit dies, I'm gonna put it away.
Probably for the best.
I'll just make shit easier. Some of the shit's gonna have to stay here because I can't.
Mm.
Unless that's
Do you have your charger for your camera?
I have everything. Actually, I have a battery that is charged now. Focus.
Yes, they're coming. He said they're on the way down, and they were playing board games, so I assume they were either at his house or.
Wanna play Scrabble?
I love Scrabble. Actually, I see you have Jenga there.
We do.
You do a
Or
Jenga.
rather, I do.
I would love.
I did. We do now.
We can
Do
we
a
can
6-way Jenga.
we can
What
shut
those
this
guys
down
do.
and play Jenga for Christ's sakes.
Oh, we're not gonna do this all night.
No.
We can actually stop this whenever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
There's so many f-bombs. Listening.
Fuck.
To you
No,
guys
this
is so
at this.
funny.
parental
just like-
discretion advised.
PG-13.
Mm.
This is.
I think this would be a good
R-rated.
stopping point.
Yeah. We can play some games. I'd be down for that.
So
Oh
close
no,
this
they're
out.
just gonna come over.
Close this off.
No, no. Fucking say something to end the podcast.
Oh my God. Well, sit down, man. Sit
Yeah.
down. Hold on. So yeah, that was a good first run, boys. Final thoughts?
Don't do it like that. Actually, you could be a pretty good host.
I was a radio host.
Was ya? Was ya?
101, going here.
Stop doing this.
Ah! That was Justin Bieber, his latest. We got ways you can
Okay, I'm
win
gonna slap
Justin.
something else if you don't shut the fuck
We
up.
can give you Justin Bieber tickets.
your
All you
beers
have
out.
to do is give me a clink. Everybody, we will be back.
Stay cool. Live
We'll-
free.
we'll
drink
talk-
beer.
Talk to you soon. Actually, that went very well.
Sorry, stay.
Is this off? Is it off?
No, it's not off.
Technical difficulty.